Giving a spectacle often involves showcasing your skills in the ring. However, there are fighters who have turned the honorable art of boxing into a tasteless circus. In their pursuit of glory, they have the audacity to mock and try to humiliate their opponents, disregarding the true warriors, born with a special gift to deliver and receive sadistic and powerful blows. In every generation of boxers, we can encounter an unpleasant group that would do whatever it takes to grab attention. For them, gaining popularity outweighs the respect that a good display of boxing can earn you. In today's video, I'll take you through some moments where a boxer baptized himself as an annoying rat in the ring by crossing the boundaries of showmanship and comfortably settling in shame. But beyond creating some frustration for you, we'll make each stop of this new adventure enjoyable as we witness how karma made them deserving of severe punishment. In July 2017, Albert Pagara squared off against Ayukavi Kayumani. Like a seasoned veteran, Kayumani dominated his young opponent for 2 exciting rounds. Realizing the advantage his experience gave him, Kayumani disrespected the chivalry of boxing by becoming a bully and starting to taunt Pagara. Like a middle schooler, he dropped his guard and invited Pagara to hit him.
He's hyper.
Boxer/entertainer.
Don't worry, B.I. Cowie. Barely stopped. Look at that. I think he's even meditating.
Making his debut as the next pop sensation, Kayumani took center stage and used the spotlight to shine with somewhat curious dances. His attitude made it clear he didn't take his opponents seriously. He even disrespected Pagara's trainer when, in the middle of a clinch, he mocked him. When Pagara finally had enough, karma dealt Kayumani a harsh blow. A powerful combination of right-left hooks was enough to leave the immature fighter lying on the canvas.
Natatawa si Milan Bilindo. Naka-spooting si Milan.
Kay Estrada sa Macau.
Oh!
Totoong bagsak.
Oh boy! Let's see.
Ayun!
There's nothing more terrifying than fighting a local. Now, imagine it's the local star who hasn't been defeated before. Brazilian Leandra Silva faced the daunting task of entering enemy territory, where he wasn't greeted with a warm welcome. Trying to surprise everyone by entering with a monkey mask, dancing as if it were a party, he was only attracting all the wrong attention to himself. During the first round, Silva showed what a good fighter he could be.
Trying to pick his target, but he got beat.
Really nice double jab right hand from Apollo.
This would be huge if he...
But soon, his behavior began to morph into a fighting style born out of the desire to humiliate his opponent. If dancing outside the ring wasn't enough, he disrespected the audience by dancing on his opponent.
Short, sharp, little shots. Oh, misses again.
Oh, look how relaxed this guy is.
He might pay for it.
Picking and landing.
The confidence he gained from winning the first round made Silva celebrate as if he had emerged victorious from the fight. But he didn't know what awaited him around the corner. Mazik entered the second round throwing fire punches. Silva was forced to dance one last time when Mazika's powerful left hook caught him.
Big left hand lands.
With half of his body inert outside the ring boundaries, karma had made him pay dearly for the mediocre show he decided to put on. Shane Mosley is known for being a humble fighter, despite his formidable punching power. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Ricardo Mayorga. Before their encounter, Mayorga, with great arrogance, mocked and provoked Mosley in every possible way. He disrespected him by exhaling cigarette smoke in his face, but it escalated to a higher level of disgust when he directed his dirty attacks at a third party. During the press conference, Mayorga made a sexual gesture towards Mosley's wife. From that moment on, karma had already passed judgment, and this rat had to pay dearly for crossing the line with a woman. Mosley not only stepped into the ring that night to defend his dignity, but he also had to uplift his wife and send a clear message. Messing with his family is completely out of bounds. Mayorga's attempts to humiliate Mosley continued during the fight. Not only did he dance to provoke him, but he also showed his obscene nature by gesturing towards his opponent.
Count to only 2 for Mayorga. There's many other fighters who can do it. take it all night. The same punches that he's landed, if the guy was the same size, he would have knocked him.
When Mosley ran out of patience, finally the time for sweet revenge arrived. He landed a left hook right in Mayorga's liver.
Oscar De La Hoya 8 years ago. Scintillating, fighting down the stretch of the fight by Shane.
On his knees and completely shattered, the dirty rat ended up being the mockery of the audience he tried to entertain with his disgusting attitude inside and outside the ring.
That old 12th round match.
It's a knockout.
When it comes to dancers in the ring, I can't overlook the opportunity to mention Usman Ammed. Apparently, he believed he had to mix dance with boxing and an arrogant attitude to excel in the discipline. His entrance to the match against Ashley Sexton was one of the most absurd ever televised, where it seemed he didn't care at all about the fight that was about to happen. He continued to show his disrespect for the discipline, interrupting his opponent's entrance, getting close to him to the point of almost touching lips. Unfortunately for him, his dance moves lasted longer than the boxing demonstration Sexton allowed him to give. When a devastating right punch landed on his face, Ashley gave Ammed the opportunity to dance with the stars, reference to Dancing with the Stars.
It's the right hand, and he's been having success with that since the opening bell. Oh, what a knockout!
On June 12, 1990, Anthony Hembrick entered the ring undefeated to face Booker T. Word. Before the fight, Hembrick put on a spectacle with his team that seemed to be taken from a ballet academy. Once the fight started, he used that good foot coordination and his imposing height to evade Booker's attacks. When he counterattacked, there was no doubt why he remained undefeated. Regardless of his opponent's stature, his offense seemed to succeed.
By its cover.
Unless it's a dictionary and it's got a few words.
The extreme confidence he gained from all this made him completely neglect his guard, just at the wrong moment. Booker unleashed his skills in the best Mike Tyson style, sending him directly to take a break on the canvas.
Hembrick, he has that Magic Johnson, Isaiah.
Jumping for joy, Booker had defeated the conceited man who thought fighting him would be as easy as taking a beginner ballet class. Hembrick's ego didn't allow him to acknowledge that the fight was over, and he argued with the referee about the possibility of returning to the match. Once his wishes became orders, Booker finished him off with a flurry of punches that surely left him unfit for his dance class the next day. In mid-2013, Adrien Broner defended his title against Marcos Maidana. Before the fight, Broner mocked Maidana in every possible way. Apparently, Maidana not only had to face the World Boxing Association champion, but also the champion of shame. During the first round, Broner crossed all boundaries of respect for an individual by taking Maidana from behind and pretending to make him his own.
Captured a lot of those punches. Confident in doing that. He's going to have to get it. Oh, wow.
Apparently, Broner felt a gesture of love that Maidana didn't appreciate at all. Karma didn't take long when Maidana bypassed the defenses of the conceited rat and, beyond giving him some love back, gave him a lesson in manners with the forcefulness of his blows.
And lead by Maidana that sticks. Another right hand. Broner goes down for the first. Slow pace favors Broner. Here. Oh. And the knockout. Adrien Broner with the headbutt. He's milking it, guys. Come on.
The least expected from two heavyweights in a fight ring is a shameful spectacle. But Mondragon started making a fool of himself during the face-off when he pushed and shouted at Datsik in an attempt to intimidate him, despite his great efforts to appear like a beast. He gave the impression that he had escaped from some mental institution where he had refused to take his treatment for quite some time. Mondragon thought he would honor his country during the weigh-in with watercolor makeup on his face, but his image was still bathed in the stupidity of trying to benefit from behaviors that seemed to be taken from the mind of a 6-year-old. Ironically, the fight took place in the cage. As soon as the fight began, Datsik took charge and sent Mondragon to take a break on the canvas, leaving him dazed in the cage, away from sane people.
И Мондрагон сейчас пятится назад, потому что вот очень коварный у него, да, корявый удар, падает Мондрагон.
If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Did you enjoy my compilation? Remember, there's no better way to support my content than by leaving a like on the video. Can you think of any other fight where an arrogant rat had to be humiliated and destroyed to learn the lesson? Tell me about it in the comments.